皆さんいつも見てくださってありがとうございます。カチョック TV のティナです。今日はですねスカイツリーに来ておりまして、今日はですねここにいる外国の方にインタビューしていきます。では一緒に楽しんでいきましょう。 Let's go! My name is Christina. What are your names, guys?
My name is Vasti.
And Carolyn.
Nice to meet you guys. Where are you from?
The Caribbean.
The Caribbean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where exactly?
Aruba.
Aruba. Whoa, that's so rare. It's my first time to meet someone from there.
Really?
Yeah. What brought you to Japan? Why did you decide to come here?
Well, living in Aruba, I've always seen like Japanese culture online, especially mangas and animes and stuff like that. So it always got me somewhat interested.
Yeah, and it's just everything is so different than from where we live, and it's also very interesting to me in the food and like the culture in general. So
what do you find different from Aruba?
Everything.
Everything.
From the amount of people you see over here to the culture, the food, everything is different.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
How long have you been here already?
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, what would you say are like the biggest memories you've made in this trip?
I would say Koyo-san was definitely worth it. Yeah, the treatment we got over there at the place was very,
It was
pristine, very genuine.
Yeah, and the temple was really old as well. It was one of the few that was so old. Yeah.
850, something like that. But it's also like the most traditional experience that we've had in Japan. It was in Koyo-san.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the tatami flooring and sleeping on the floor with the beds and everything, and the
food.
monk food. Yeah,
Vegan food,
yes,
yeah.
Is there something that wouldn't happen to you back in Aruba or like other countries, but it happened to you in Japan? Like some stories, some interesting things that will kind of stay in your memory, you know?
You know, we went to a maid cafe yesterday, and that was just like a on a whim decision, and that was very interesting. It was a very unique experience, and it's
yeah, we didn't really know what to expect when we entered. So there was the maids, they were having microphones, so we didn't know if it was like a karaoke thing or something. Yeah, we just ate, and then every 30 minutes they would perform. They would have like a small performance, and then they engaged with the people that were sitting there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was something else, definitely.
Yeah.
My name is Christina. What are your names?
I'm Martin.
Helen. Nice to meet you guys. And you're from Czech Republic.
Yes.
Yeah. How long have you been in Japan already?
Like 5 days or something.
Yeah, 5
like
days.
That, yeah.
So, what made you come to Japan? What brought you here?
Probably the culture and the food and everything. We was curious about Japan.
So it's your first time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And how is it so far? 5 days. Is there something that surprised you? Impressed you here?
It's great so far. We are enjoying every moment, and probably what surprised us is that it's kind of cheap there. We thought it will be food will be much more money. I don't know how to say it correctly.
So have you experienced any cultural shocks in Japan? Or something that happened to you in Japan, but it would never happen like in your country or other countries? Something unusual?
Probably not so much, but people are really kind here and like really organized and sophisticated. That's kind of new to us. And that's all, I think.
So if you could bring back to Czech Republic anything from Japan, maybe something material, non-material, what would you like to have there? Food.
Food and a little bit of Japan mindset, probably.
Yeah. Oh, what do you mean, like Japanese mindset?
They're very kind, very organized, very, I don't know, like hardworking. Probably so.
But how is it different from where you
I think people in Czech Republic are not so well organized.
You mean like
Not so-
just on the streets or like?
Like everywhere in life, I think, really.
People so kind for each other, yeah. So in Czech Republic, we are rude and
Like the tourist, I think.
Yeah, like a tourist in Czech Republic.
I don't think we are so kind to tourists like Japanese people.
We are very rude.
Probably.
But how did you experience it in Japan? Where did you feel it?
Like if we had some problem, we need to solve something at the hotel or in a metro, everywhere.
Restaurant.
Just we are asking. The Japanese people don't probably know that very well English, like probably in Czech Republic people, but they always help.
Yeah.
And I think that's nice from them.
So, and this is the last question. You've mentioned that you want to bring back food. So I guess you love Japanese food, right?
Yeah.
So what are your favorites?
For me, it's probably yakiniku, the grilled meat, beef. That's for me probably the best.
Me too.
It was amazing experience.
And ramen.
And ramen.
Yeah. And everything.
And gyoza.
And gyoza, everything. It's very good here. So.
この光で輝くスカイツリー、本当にかっこいいです。My name is Christina. What are your names, guys?
I'm James.
Joy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
Pennsylvania, United States. Yes.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So, are you traveling in Japan now?
Yes.
Yes.
This is our second week
Second
here.
week.
Your second week?
Yes. Yeah.
How has it been?
Amazing.
It's been great.
Amazing.
It's
Yes.
been really great
We've been to Osaka and Kyoto. So this week we're in Tokyo.
for the whole week.
So and Osaka was incredible.
Yeah.
Like it's
What
like
did you like there?
the food. So
was
much
good.
food everywhere. I think it was like called Dontonburi.
street?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It was amazing. We had the best ramen there.
Yes.
What else did we have? Those
Uh,
octopus balls.
The best tempura. It was really
Tempura
good.
was good. Yeah,
Good
the food
desserts,
was
yeah.
amazing. Everything,
Yeah.
food-wise, yeah. And it was very pretty.
Yeah.
But the river there is very pretty. Yeah.
So, actually, why did you decide to come to Japan?
James.
I've always wanted to go because I was a Japanese major in college and then did something else, so I didn't really get to come. And then your sister.
I'm here with my
boyfriend.
sister and her fiance,
fiance.
and it's always been their dream.
Yeah.
So for me,
So we kinda
I didn't
tagged
know a
along.
lot about Japan. I was just, why not? I can get off work, so I came along, and I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
It's
So
been
I'm still
great.
learning, but this was his dream.
Yeah,
so.
a long time ago. So it's
Yeah.
glad that it's finally happened.
Yeah.
So, it's your first time
Yes.
here. So, is there something that surprised you in Japan?
How polite they are. Like the service here compared to I hate to like say
Yeah,
that.
it's
I don't
true,
want to like
though. It's
badmouth
true.
my own,
Country,
people.
but
Yeah, but
they're very
they're so polite and well mannered and
Like, what
you know.
parts do you find interesting about Japanese service?
How quick it is, very efficient, how clean everything
Yeah.
is. Like their bathrooms blew us away, which
Yeah.
is weird.
Which
but
is
their
weird.
bathrms and like their toilets, what is it called, James?
With the bidets.
Bidet. We don't have
that.
those. We don't have those. So
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. And just they look very happy to do their job.
Yeah.
Like they really enjoy doing their job.
At least they seem
know?
to. You don't
Right.
get that in America. People.
Like if they're having a bad day, they'll show it here. No. Like they are so
Yeah.
professional, So yeah, so that was cool.
If you could bring back to your hometown or your family anything from Japan, it can be something material or non-material, like anything you can imagine, what would you like to have there?
I guess I'm very impressed with like the train stations too. Like we don't have that
Yeah.
kind of like we don't have like the train stations. We're in a big city, but we have to either
it's
take
not
buses or take planes. Like this, it runs so smoothly, you know what I mean? So I think the train system
I
and
really love like that there is like an entire city underground.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can basically find anything like at any, like most of the stations in Tokyo, they have
Yeah.
like convenience stores inside, like
7-Elevens to the end.
Yes.
7-Eleven,
Yeah.
like
Lots.
vending machines. You can always get like
oh, the vending
Yes.
machines. I was impressed. It was on every street.
Yeah.
The vending
And it's
machines.
good prices too.
Yeah.
and as you
Yeah.
mentioned, like toilets everywhere. Like
Mhm.
it's so
And they're clean.
I would bring that back to the United
What, the
States. 'cause We don't
toilets?
have that. We do not have good public toilets.
We don't. We're pretty bad. They're pretty. Try not to use them. Yeah. Wait till you get home. Yeah. But it's wonderful.
Have you had like some interesting interactions with the Japanese people in Japan, or have you seen like something interesting that doesn't really happen in this?
I will say they don't seem very interested in like wanting to socialize with, people who aren't.
Yeah, you don't talk to the strangers.
Right, correct. But we went to that Nara, the deer park, the bound deer, and there was this, a few of them who like gave us crackers and they showed us like how to bow to. So that was pretty cool.
I was also surprised at how everyone seems to get along and follow procedures, and no one. I haven't seen a scene in 2 weeks, and that's not how the States is.
Yeah, it's usually people yelling at each
other.
other.
Yeah, much more loud. You just don't. It's just not that way here, which is nice. It's nice. It's
feel really safe.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'd bring the safety back too.
Yeah.
うわスカイツリー本当にものすごく高くて、もう名前通りですね。空の木です。My name is Christina. What are your names?
Steve.
Becky.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Philadelphia.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
And what are you doing in Japan? What brought you here?
I'm here working.
You're working here?
Yes.
Like for how long?
I was here 2 weeks this time.
2 weeks?
Yep.
So you don't usually work here, but just coming for business trip?
Yes. Yes.
I'm just here for 4 days to visit.
Oh, and how did you meet each other?
We have a mutual friend.
We just met a few hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and how is Japan so far? Tell me about your experiences.
Awesome. It's great.
His first time.
My first time. Yeah, it's great. Love Japan.
What do you like about it?
I like that the respect that the people show for their environment and their community here. I also love the toilets. Yeah, both very good.
Is it different from the toilets back in Philadelphia?
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially the public ones. The public toilets in Philadelphia, gross. These, very nice.
Have you experienced any cultural shock in Japan so far?
Yeah, I mean, there's not very many white people around here, so going out, it's interesting to be sometimes the only Westerner in a bar, and then obviously the language is very different. Yeah, so it's completely different culture than America. It's great.
So, if you could bring back to the States anything from Japan, what would you like to have there?
The mutual respect that people show each other here for their for other people, and again for the space that they live in and their city. Yeah.
So, what made you think about Japan in that way? Have you seen some?
Have you ever been to Philadelphia?
No.
People that live in Philadelphia tend not to respect or see it as as their home. They litter a lot. It's dirty. Yeah. So it's very eye-opening when you come to a major city and you see just how clean and nice it can be if the people that live there just respected it. Yeah.
What's your favorite Japanese dish?
My favorite Japanese dish?
Yeah.
Oh, I had Wagyu steak last night. That was pretty good. Yeah.
Teppanyaki.
Teppanyaki. Yes, that's what it's
Wagyu
called.
steak teppanyaki.
Yeah.
I like shabu shabu. That's my favorite.
What's shabu shabu?
It's kind of like fondue, but it's paper thin beef.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You gotta check that out.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Really yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I also want to ask you, have you experienced any cultural shocks in Japan or anything surprising happened to you?
I've been coming here for 18 years, so nothing exciting or new or different this time.
Okay.
I've been here many, 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 many times.
How many times have you been here?
I don't know. I come once a month, so
Oh, that's so frequent.
a lot.
So what do you think makes Japan different from other countries?
As Steve was saying, I think the culture, just a culture of respect and appreciation in general for all things. Yeah.
本日は栃木県の祭りがやっておりますここで。My name is Christina. What are your names?
Danielle,
Darren.
Nice to meet you guys. And where are you originally from?
South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa as well.
That's
Yeah.
really cool. And you're traveling around the world?
We wish. No, just on holiday.
Just on holiday?
Yes, but we live in Dubai now.
Oh, what do you do? How do you like? Tell me. That's interesting.
So I'm a UI designer. Yeah, and I just moved to Dubai. I got a job opportunity.
That's really cool. Yeah. And what made you come? What brought you to Japan? Why did you decide to travel to here?
That's
he does karate. So he does karate, so that's why he's been a few times. And then I just love Japan, so we came on holiday.
Yeah. So you've been here 3 times, and for you it's like your
first time, yes.
So what is your first impression of Japan?
It's amazing. It's very organized, very clean, beautiful. The food's amazing, obviously.
And for you, if you've been here 3 times,
yeah.
What do you think about Japan?
I mean, I love it. So it's like one of my favorite places. Just like the culture, I think it's super, like there's so much culture and it's rich in that. And I don't know, the people are great. They're always friendly. Like if you try like a little bit of effort to speak like 2 or 3 words Japanese, they'll help you out and go like out of the way. So, and the food's great. Yeah.
So, but for your two first time in Japan, you've been here for karate championship.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was cool. So it was all for like grading. So it was first black belt was in Japan, and that was 2006. So it was very different back then to what it was now. And then I was staying like in the countryside more than I was. So we were like at an old dojo in the countryside. Yeah.
So what makes karate special for you?
I've just been doing it for a long time. So I've just been doing very traditional style for a very long time, and it didn't stop. Yeah.
So far this time, how long have you been here already?
3 days.
3 days.
3 days. Yeah.
Just landed.
So maybe like from your previous experience or from your current experience, is there something that is surprising you about Japan?
Oh, I've got a few. You can't eat on the streets. You can't talk on the trains. I think those have been the 2 biggest.
Yeah, I mean for me, obviously from being here previously, it's like the same. It's just a bit more westernized now, I'd say.
Yeah.
From like the first time I was here to now, it's a bit more westernized.
I'm surprised by the lot of people who speak English, and there's English on signage and that, which I didn't expect, to be honest. Yeah.
では皆さん、今回はこんなすごく素敵なスポットで終わりにしたいと思います。まだチャンネル登録してない方はチャンネル登録お願いします。あとベルの通知ボタンを押し忘れないでね。じゃあ See you again! バイバイ。